nicely. It's the Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. The Drew and Fuse Show. Yeah, they clean up nicely. Yeah.
What's up, DAFS punks? We are back. It is Wednesday. We are here. I am 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 from Cincinnati, Ohio, and this is
Drew Pierce from Long Beach, California.
We've had an action-packed couple of weeks of traveling and shows and tons of news to talk about for this week. And our friend DJ Demand was just at DJX this year, and he was representing the show because we couldn't afford to go.
Well, we decided to spend our money. We decided to take our talents to Southern California instead.
Yeah, which is very convenient because that's where Drew lives, you know. Also, we just wanted to do something a little different. We love DJX. We love getting to hang out with all the DJs. And we're super stoked that Demand did this video for us. We're going to air it later in the show today, so stick around for that. Also, later in the week, we are going to air it on its own as well, just so if you guys want to be able to find it real quick, you'll be able to find it. He did a great job. He interviewed Cleveland Terry, Stephanie Stardust, Jack Christensen, DJ Iron Mike, and he was just being himself, DJ Demand.
And even Steve also, I think, is on there.
That's right. Even Steve. How could I forget? How could I forget? The whole reason he did it, so he could say that he's been on the show more times than even Steve. It's the whole reason he did it.
Well, thanks, Demand, for doing that and putting it all together again. Yeah, it's going to be at the end of the episode, so stick tuned
around
for that.
Yeah.
Yep. But we're going in chronological order, so that's why we're starting with that.
Right.
And then Fuse decided to come out to California. It wasn't a full week later, right? It seemed like it, I guess.
It was, yeah, I mean, it was only essentially everybody got back from DJX, and then like later that week is that Saturday is when I flew out to you.
Right.
So it's like basically the same week next week, but next week, because I flew out on Saturday and the thing happened the next week. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, the scam thing essentially was.
Yeah, and it was a fun week. It was so action packed, and we have a vlog for that up on the YouTube, so go watch that. So many DJs to shout out. It's just we got to see so many dope DJs and meet a lot of dope people. So it was fun. It was a fun week. We'll just say the week was fun altogether.
The question I feel like I got asked the most, and it's the question we get asked whenever we go to any of these things: is it worth it? Do I need to go? And, me being the antisocial person that I am, I always have to force myself and, to talk and all that. But the answer is you don't need to go, but it's great to go because it puts yourself in situations where you're connecting with people you might not otherwise have. Or, maybe you're finally getting to speak in person to somebody that you've only followed on Instagram for the last 5 years or something like that. So I definitely think there is value in attending things and DJ meetups and all of that. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, definitely. Would I go again? It depends how I'm feeling next year. Right now, I'm burned out because we went way too hard in the paint for like a full week, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But yeah, the overall experience was great. I got to ask the same question. Is it worth it? It's different than a conference. This is a networking meetup. It's basically a pool party. Right. There are little breakouts and stuff happening. There's a podcast being recorded in one room. There's Twitch being recorded in one room. There's a major artist up taking pictures. BB Rexa was there. My favorite girl was there.
Honey?
Her name? Oh, Honey Baby. Yeah. Honey Baby. So yeah, that was fun.
So nice he can't even remember her name.
Oh man, I had a brain fart. We saw Too Short.
Too Short was hanging out.
There was just so many celebs and shit just hanging out. So the overall experience, fun as hell, right?
Yeah.
But there's no necessarily like conference style learning things happening. It's just a party and networking. So it's up to you to do all the networking.
Yeah, and the thing is, you might have the same conversation over and over, with people that you're meeting. Oh, hey, I'm from Cincinnati. Oh yeah, I do the Reds thing. I do this. I do that. But the real gems are like the in between, when you're just hanging out with the people that you want to be around, and or just the actual friends, and you're catching up. We went to a comedy show at the Comedy Store, and that was awesome. We went to like dinner at the Saddle Ranch, which you'll see all of this in the vlog if you go check it out. And all those in between moments where the fun stuff happened, and the
Right.
good conversation.
Yeah, you're right with the elevator pitch. You got to have your 2-minute elevator pitch before you lose the person's attention. Just throwing accolades at them so they know if they know who you are or not.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, just some people are so like forward with it to where it's like, man, just stop, like just be normal for a second, and like let's just talk normally, like. And then other times you're like, oh, that's cool, I didn't know you were like doing that. Or like, some people it feels like so transactional with, and then others are actually like good conversationists, and
Right.
that's when it feels so like transactional, that's where I like, you lose me, because I just don't, that's
Hey, who are you? Here's my phone. Put your
Yeah.
Instagram in. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm putting my Instagram in to follow you?
Yeah, I get it, but like, I don't know. It was at the Mondrian too, very Hollywood. I kept saying like the whole time, I'm like, this feels like an episode of Entourage. And then somebody was like, oh, I actually think they filmed Entourage here. So it's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
I was telling you a little while back, I had taken some of Fuse's friends from out of town to that pool, and it was goth night. And it was like around Halloween, so they were a little shell shocked by what was going on. It was fun though, but yeah, different scene. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, super Hollywood. And it was cool though. It was nice to, just network and catch up with people, and be out and get ideas of things not to do or to do, and so there's that. Let's see here. So Sunday, when I flew in and we got to Drew's, I got in on Saturday, I obviously, if you've watched the vlog, we got to hop around quite a bit. And then Sunday, it was super awesome. It was like another little mini networking thing. The captains, Graham and Stone, were playing like a day set at the Long Beach bungalow, and a bunch of different DJs rolled through and hung out. And it was just really cool to kind of be in that atmosphere as well.
Yeah. Steve Dubb also played right after them. It was an awesome set. Just an overall dope day. It's fun. Great view of everything, and just good music.
Yeah, even Steve stayed with us at Drew's house the entire time, and it's just always good to hang out and just even bounce ideas off of each other, and just chat and all the things. And I think the biggest thing that came from this entire trip that we learned is that I'm the prize.
Alley-oop that. I am the prize. I've been saying this to myself over and over and over, because I am the prize. Anytime I get a predicament, I'm the prize.
Oh man, it's so funny.
The short recap of that, we'll give it in, is Steve was on a train coming into New York, going to the airport, and some guy was listening to a self-help book on full blast, and I just kept repeating over and over, "You're the prize. You're the prize. You're the prize." Something to remember, really, it is. And I mean, that's for sure. All we remembered while we were at the Skam Summit is, I'm the prize.
Right. I think we said I'm the prize more than anything else that entire week.
It was that Sunday was a party, let's just say. And then the Monday we went to the Skam Summer Network. Tuesday, same thing. Then we went to the party afterwards, which we were definitely done by that point. And then we went to the game. We went to Angels game. He was in town.
Right. Yeah, the Reds played the Angels, and it was nice to get to see the stadium and the ballpark. And unfortunately, I went to the one game where the Reds lost of the three, but that's okay. It was really, really nice ballpark. I really liked the simplicity of it. And sometimes the simplicity is like the cool part, because there's so much other stuff to get lost in, and some of these other ballparks, and it's like, no, we're just here for the game. we're gonna chill and we're gonna watch it, and it was awesome.
How many other stadiums have you been to?
Let's see, not as many as I would like, but I've been to Wrigley, I've been to Fenway, I've been to Cleveland, I've been to Angels, I've been to, man, I'm drawing a blank. I've been out to spring training, so I've been to a lot of those out there. I'm missing one or two right now, but
So I grew up going to Angels games. They've always sucked. They've always been terrible. And so my dad would take us because they were $2 seats, and get the kids out. So I've grown up in that stadium. Not my favorite team anymore, but I know that stadium pretty well. My biggest beef with it, there's bonuses and non-bonuses. The bonuses, it's easier to get to off the freeways, on and off the freeways. The problem I have with it, which is why I love Cincinnati's stadium, is the walkability up to, hitting some bars, go watch the game. Afterwards, you can go get food and get another drink. Excuse me. So I like the walkability of it a lot more, whereas the Angel Stadium is just terrible. It has nothing.
Yeah, like ours and DC. I've been to DC too. I don't know why I drew a blank on that. But there's like a whole entertainment district there, right? So like you can come up, you can get something to eat, you can get some drinks, and then like walk right into the ballpark, where with the Angels, it's definitely not like that so much. It's like just parking, surrounded by parking lot.
Right. It's at least easier to get to than Dodger Stadium, where you have to go up a hill. You haven't been there yet. You'll have to go because it's an amazing stadium once you're in. But and it's fun. But yeah, there you go.
Next time. Oh, shout out to all my Boston friends, because the Reds just put out their 2026 schedule, and I'm telling you this now so you can hear it from me first. The Reds are playing Boston for opening day in Cincinnati next year, 2026. And if you've never been to an opening day in Cincinnati, nobody does it like we do here. So if you're from Boston and you're a Red Sox fan and you want a chance to come to Cincinnati, that's the time to do it.
A lot of red and Red Sox.
Yeah. I was pretty shocked when they just announced it. Just announced it today, a little bit ago.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Speaking of announcements, BeatSource made a big announcement this week about DJ edits being made available through them now. And to get a little more specific, they mean like unofficial remixes, like bootlegs and blends and stuff like that. And they are going to be calling those exclusives. And Drew and I just wanted to touch on streaming a little bit and our thoughts on streaming. Do you want to kick it off?
Yeah, I will say, I don't think it's there yet. Just plain and simple. I don't think it's there yet. I'm happy that they're pushing it forward, and I understand why they're doing it, because the labels hate fun and they want to be able to push this streaming service because everybody wants to get the metadata. Really is what it comes down to, is the metadata. Being able to collect all of these, what the DJs are playing, it does help the artists, I get, so they'll get a little bit of royalties from it of the DJs playing it. But ultimately, they want to be able to collect the data. And so I guess that's where my problem lies with it overall, is if this becomes like the main source where everyone goes to for edits, is just the becoming generic of just whatever the chart says is what every DJ plays,
Right.
So I understand there's people, you could do it offline. I know Spotify's had glitches where you can't be accessed. It's rare, but if this is the main way you're playing your music, that would freak me out. And I think you can only, it's a lot of tracks, but what is it, like did I say it's 1,000 files you could keep offline?
Yeah, I think it was 1,000 files. The streaming thing in general, the way music comes out and the labels and all of that is a broken system, in my opinion. It's outdated at this point, the way things work. And if you guys don't know, if you have a song on Spotify and you're, let's say, like Ed Sheeran, you only get paid, it's 0.003 to 0.005 cents per stream. So it'd take you like 1 million streams to make maybe $5,000. Maybe. It's artists aren't making money on streaming. And I guess what I'm getting at is, the system is broken. There's no way radio isn't breaking new songs as much as it used to. Everything is just in a weird spot musically. So streaming for DJs is very interesting because if you're streaming a song, you can't edit it at all, which for me is everything. Is how I become the DJ I am, is because I pretty much edit every single thing that I play.
Same. Every single thing I play is an edit or some kind of custom version. So hopefully that's what they're going to do. I just don't fully believe that's what's going to be allowed. I don't know that it's going to be what it is today. And we'll see, right?
Right. I don't know what the answer is to fix music and fix, like how it all works, but I could say that the DJ is your friend, when it comes to music. It's somebody you want on your side still. And I just don't know if right now, if you had to stream everything, it would just change everything, I feel like.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. End of story. So many people use CDJs. Look I got a USB stick. Too many people use CDJs. You need live files on it. Even if you hook up that CDJ to the internet, you're still going to need a live file.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. You're going to need a new CDJ or something that can like log into it. All of these, there's so many walls behind how this will actually play out. Not saying it won't happen in a couple years, 5-10 years, where like they're just at least getting the ball rolling right now, but it's not ready yet. I don't know any DJ that's jumping on a streaming only deal.
Right. And the other thing is, like, think about going to like music festivals and stuff like that, where it's like all these guys are artists and they're making custom flips and stuff of their tracks. Like, how many times have we been to Excess in Vegas and seen a big name DJ play, and they're playing a custom flip of like one of their tracks or something? They're doing the same thing that we are. They're trying to figure out new ways to make things more exciting, to keep things more engaging for the audience that they're playing to. And if we're all streaming the same edit the same exact way, it doesn't make things exciting, fun, or new for anybody.
It's the beginning of the end. You're pushing the AI robots to take over. Basically, we're teaching them what we play and how we play it so they can use all that data and just clone a DJ.
Right. I better start learning how to play guitar.
That's what it seems like the music industry wants, right? They want all the control of it. They're just trying to take the control out of our hands. So yeah, I don't know how. I'm not saying we won't try it, but I totally feel that the labels are going to try and fuck it somehow.
Yeah. So I just think, we're not in a spot that's even fully ready for that. Like you mentioned, the CDJs. I mean, all the different, softwares, Rekordbox, the DJ app, all these things. There are probably more DJs playing on Rekordbox than Serato. Wouldn't you say, in general?
No, that's somebody was telling me that Serato has now become like the old man's app, right?
Right.
We had our episode about DJ and how many beginner DJs jumped on that. And, that video, that episode got a ton of views because it's just a hot topic. Like it does a lot of stuff for you. And Rekordbox comes with almost every controller. The Flex 4 is the most purchased controller of any controller, the Flex 4, the little baby controller. And so that comes free with Rekordbox. Right. I know you can use Serato with it, but if they don't know the difference, they're just going to be like, let's Pioneer or Alpha Theta. We're going to just jump on that.
Right.
So what I was going to add earlier is so much right now is music curations all based on the Spotify playlist, right?
Right.
So whatever, a new artist comes out with something, they basically, the label pushes for them to, it's like getting played on the radio. They push for them, if it's hip hop, to put in Rap Caviar, put it at the top of that playlist. Or, if it's dance, it's the Mint, whatever those playlists are, that's what you want to get on, because that's how they get heard. Otherwise it's just lost in the shuffle.
Right.
So with this streaming, this beat source, I mean, the DJs are going to be doing that, and it's going to add to it, right? So it will just I think, breed more generic. It's just going to make it a new DJ can come on. It's like, oh, here are the top edits, download. And now I'm playing and I'm sounding like everyone else.
Right.
So I don't know how I feel about it. I just don't think it's there. I don't see myself using it. If you're going to use it, I would love to hear it in the comments, the how I'm missing out on this, because I don't buy it. I'm like Fuse. I play everything is custom. Every single thing I play is custom. And
I mean,
so
we were sitting with Steve Wonder and we were talking about songs, you know, at your house. And I was like, oh yeah, I got an edit for that I play. And like everything, he was like, Jesus, you guys got edits for everything. And like, that's just how I play. And I know that's how Drew plays too. It's like, we have a certain style. And for us to play that way, it's very custom to, I know if I hear a song, I'm like, I know how I'm going to play it. I'm going to play this part and this part and this part, and then move on to the next part or move on to the next song. So for me to use streaming, my style just wouldn't work that way.
And just get trapped in the software.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it playing that way. I know some other DJs don't do what we do. So, you know, I don't want to sound like the guy that, you know, when Serato came along, you know, just refused to do it and got left behind. Right. So I'm not saying I'm alienating it, but it's not the end all be all. It'll add to the stuff.
Yeah.
But just the gear is not there unless you're using a laptop. And I don't think everyone's using a laptop. I mean, when every time at my venues, when I play on something with CDJs, how many fucking guys come up, they're like, hey, bro, you know, B2B. And, you know, they all got sticks, right? Which that's an advancement, because the other end of it, I also get SoundCloud DJs that are streaming, you know.
Right.
Can SoundCloud even hold offline?
I have no idea. That's a great question. I have no idea. And I just don't understand SoundCloud, because you're still getting strikes for unofficial remixes. Our page on SoundCloud has 2 strikes for stuff that we've uploaded. So I just don't get how guys are keeping stuff from, you know, if you get 3 strikes on SoundCloud, they delete your page. It's just the never-ending saga of like, how are people keeping some of the stuff up and how it stays up? I don't understand. And then if you're streaming stuff off of SoundCloud, like the edits that I want on there are like the custom ones and stuff. So how does that even work? But aside from that, it's all weird. It's all in a very early stage still. Again, neither one of us are saying that it can't work. It's just this like idea of it just being now, this is what we're doing. It's not ready.
Everyone's trying to put control on what the DJs could do. And, you know, that's just not DJ culture. It's the non-conformity, you know, doing what you want, mixing shit up. Even whether you're doing it live or not, you're still mixing things up, you know? And just trying to put everybody in this package, it just, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it. And you know, wait for the underground.
I didn't become a DJ to wear a suit all of the time and be a suit. And I feel like it's just the streaming is like the there's nothing like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Here's
a good analogy.
Right.
So this is what's happening right now is when there was a bunch of piracy, everyone wanted to get off the internet, right? Everyone wanted to get off cable, and piracy was at its peak. And then Netflix comes around and basically gets everybody to where they can all stream, and then Spotify as well. Okay. And everyone can stream, and it almost gets rid of piracy altogether, because you have these 2 platforms where it's now 10 times easier to get the things you want. Okay. Right. You with me?
Yep.
Then what happens is everyone's like, I want money. Oh, they're making money. I want money. So now there's 15 fucking streaming services. And now Netflix is right. Netflix is basically a shell of its own person. And what did they have to do? They had to start making their own shows to make any money, because everyone else was stealing it. So now what's happening, I just saw on TikTok, what's happening is piracy is back through the roof because everyone's sick of it. The prices keep going up, right? And this is the same thing with streaming. Now I have to pay, you know, $15, $20, $30 a month for stuff I can't own, that I have to save offline, that, you know, depends on, the service working or anything like that. If you look at that model, look at what's happening, what happened with Netflix and Spotify, and with Spotify, look, there's Tidal, there's Apple Music, like everyone wants a piece of the pie,
Right.
and some of them were doing exclusives. It wasn't working, but they were trying to do the exclusives. So it's packaging all this up and just looking for another way to get a fucking dime and wring us dry when we're the ones that are like pushing it in the club and trying to, give it life.
Right. And the thing is like, I want more hit songs. Who doesn't want more hit songs? In fact, we are playing less new hit music today than I've ever played as a DJ. So it's like the system, circling back around, the system in general for music is broken, and it just is. And I don't know the answer, and everything always adjusts course. The world moves on, and that's what.
Well, maybe this
will
is the
happen
scenario. Maybe here's the scenario. Maybe this is what it is. It is going to adjust course, right? People are releasing shit on TikTok. Maybe it's the labels just kind of getting rid of themselves, because if you can only get it at one place, but you're still having to do all the work to get it found, then why? Just release it yourself.
People don't even understand what the labels do anymore. And essentially the labels are just a bank that are loaning you money to make a record. With the way the technology has changed and, the accessibility of making music and all of that, there is less need for a label in a sense. You could make a hit song and it can go on TikTok. That's why all these songs and these blends have become official releases. Like, guys have put them on TikTok and they've become an official release because they've built so much, they've built so much momentum that they're like, oh, we can monetize this.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, TikTok is just a hotbed for just blends. I mean, that's the biggest thing right now, DJ edits and blends. So that's why the streaming thing's even coming up with DJ edits. They're like, ooh, let's do this.
Right.
But I still think they didn't get it when we were first doing it, right? And they're just like, oh, wait, this is popular now, let's make money at it. Doesn't mean they're not going to block it. They're going to just be like, they're still not going to get it. It's still going to have to be released, on a social platform, gain steam, and then they're going to go, oh, this is good. Let's put this out.
I mean, think how long it took for hip hop songs and sampling to be like understood, like sampling in hip hop was like, no, oh no. And now everybody does it. Every song that was a sample has now been sampled again, and it's just anytime something new, it always finds a way. And again, we're not trying to be the old man haters saying this is never going to work. We're just saying that I don't know if right this moment, that's what's going to happen.
They're just getting it all started. They're trying to get the conformity for everybody, and I don't see it happening. I don't see it working. The equipment isn't there yet. So, BeatSource has been around for a while. This isn't brand new. They had Offline Locker. They had all this stuff. Now they're claiming you can do some custom stuff. What's really, going to be allowed? We'll see.
New gear segment. Look over there. It's shiny, and you need it. You have to have it. Spend your money, all of your money. Buy not one, but two or three. Buy, spend, buy, spend.
Speaking of being a collector of MP3s, I'm also a collector of 45 records, and something new dropped today that's really cool. If you guys didn't know, you've probably seen that Biz Markie had his own custom, RIP Biz, had his own custom 45 turntables. They were Techniques, they were custom. Well, today Reloop announced that they are coming out with the 7-inch turntable.
Yep. You gonna buy them?
So the collector in me, because I'm a collector, wants to buy them like right this moment. But the practical me is like, I don't know. I love the idea of them. It's so unique that like if I was showing up to do a 45 set somewhere and having those would be like, whoa, that's cool. But then the other part of me was like, do people understand that this, like, does it make it look more like a toy? When I show up with my big turntables and I'm playing 45s, they kind of understand it. But now if I show up with something mini like that, does it make it seem more like a toy, I guess? And that's my question too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need multiple of anything.
Well, you could get your little 7-inch Serato vinyls, and you could be,
Did you watch Angelo's video?
I have not. No.
Yeah, he had a sick video where he uses his phone with them with DJ.
Oh, that's
And
tight.
so he's cutting on them with the DJ custom vinyls, and it was dope, super dope. I actually had to do like a double take because I just saw it come up, and I had to double take like, wait, are those new turntables? I just saw it was like an ad for
Right.
the DJ app. I didn't realize that they were like a new release for the turntables.
I think it's cool. I think that more so now than ever, you're seeing guys playing real records again, and people want that. And there is a very freeing feeling of showing up with, this is all I have, and this is all I can play, and this is all I'm gonna play. So like, no, I'm not playing Ariana Grande. You know what I mean?
You don't have that on 7-inch? You don't have that on 7-inch?
No, I do have some cool 7-inches though. I've got Murder on the Dance Floor on a 7-inch.
All right.
I've got some stuff, like some ones that, like, if I was playing a set, you'd be like, oh shit, like he's got that on a real like 7-inch. That's tight, Like one of my favorite ones that I have is the Mark Ronson remix of Foo Fighters, Making a Fire. It's very modern. It wasn't even like a popular Foo Fighters song, but that remix is super cool, and having that on 45, I love it. It's just, it's just cool. I love those little unique things, and that's what the being a collector is of, even of MP3s. It was the I have something you don't kind of thing. And same with records. That's the way. I have this record, you don't.
Right. That was what DJing was all about, right?
Right.
That you show up and you're like, that's the dude that has all the exclusive stuff, and so he gets the gig.
Right.
Because he's digging. So I mean, that's the same thing that's gonna happen with streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go be generic. Go jump on the streaming bandwagon. But the people, Diplo isn't showing up to the festival trying to log into BeatSource to play some of his offloaded DJ edits. Everything's still going to be the way it is. It's still going to collect. You're still going to re-edit stuff and make it custom. Yeah, it's just going to happen.
For sure. There was one new piece of gear today that I saw everybody's hyping up, is the new Rane 1 MK2 as well. I've seen a few videos on it already. That's dope. Super cool. I'm not a Rane guy, so I won't be using it. I don't mean that to sound in a mean way. It's just like, it doesn't do anything for me. There are some cool features, and I think when Pioneer does the Rev 7, a purchase for me. But for right now,
looking at the layout of that, I know that's how all the first controllers came out, where the platter was a little farther behind and then the pads are right in front of the platter.
Right.
That layout to me is so awful because the decks are so much farther back, and that's what you're, using the whole time, especially with a product like the Rane 1, which is why the Rev 7 is just so much more superior, because the platters are in the correct place and the pads are, in the middle.
Yeah. Controllers have come a long way in the last 10 years. If you'd asked me this question in 2015, if I would have been playing on a controller, more often than not these days, the answer would have been no. The SRT really changed the game, and I feel like that's the one where everybody was like, yeah, I can get behind this. And now the Rev 7 and even the Rane 1, like that changed the game too. But I do like the Rev 7 for the reason that you just explained. It is the most like playing on turntables and a battle style mixer than any other controller.
The pads, the layout, everything about it is just 10 times better. And the way the layout is on the Rev or the Rane 1, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Especially for a moving platter, the pads are in the way.
I agree. Is there anything else we're here to talk about today? Because I think we're getting close to the end here.
No, I think it's a short episode.
I think so too. So with that being said, I just really want to say thank you to all of our DJ supporters and our DJ friends that we were able to just hang out with and bop around with in Cali while visiting, and just network. And it's always good to hang out with all you guys, and we really appreciate the support. And if you guys are listening to this and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go subscribe on YouTube, like the videos, comment. If you're listening to this on a podcast service like Spotify or iTunes, please rate, review, like, all those things. It really helps grow the show. We've been doing this we're going on almost 4 years. So we're going to be hitting season 5 here soon, right? Is it season 5?
Yeah. Season 5 is coming up. I think it might be, I don't know. I have to look. Yeah, it is season 5. The video is season 4. Yeah.
So it's crazy. This is still like very much a labor of love for us. We do it because we enjoy it. We do it because we like giving the information that we never had, coming up as DJs. And so if you guys enjoy it, help us out, help us spread the word, just like, subscribe, all that. And we appreciate it.
Yep. And Patreon?
We have the Patreon. We're going to be doing more like exclusive videos. We've been kicking around the idea of doing an exclusive podcast. It's a specific topic, that kind of thing. Yeah. If you haven't, make sure you check out the Patreon. It costs you as much as a Starbucks cup of coffee these days.
It was wild. Jeez.
Yeah.
Custom one.
Your pumpkin spice latte.
It's almost time for that. I can't wait.
Yeah. But I think that's going to be it for today.
Stay tuned. Do not leave, because Demand's episode, or Demand's DJX is right after this.
Yeah. Shout out to Demand. Thank you so much for making this video. We are so sad we missed everybody at DJX, and hopefully we'll make it out there next year. Stay tuned for this video, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
What's up, punks? It's your boy, DJ Demand here. I just got back from DJX, the Atlantic City DJ Expo 2025. And unfortunately, Drew and Fuse were nowhere to be found. I know you guys are already members of their Patreon, but we really need to spread the word so they can get enough money so that they can come and do these things by themselves. But for now, you're stuck with me. So I took my camera and my microphone. I went to the expo floor and I interviewed some DJs for some of their wedding and gig day tips. Just really, I want to know about their rituals. What do they do for music, for how they're dressing, what they're eating on the day of. I really wanted to ask those hard-hitting questions. Do you eat the cake at the party? So without any further ado, let's get right to it. Here are my interviews for DJX 2025. All right, DJ Demand here for the Drew and Fuse Show. I'm here with Stephanie Stardust. Now I'm here with Cleveland Terry. I'm here with my good buddy Mike Bacon, DJ Iron Mike. All right, so I tried to get Just Scott Gould for an interview, but he wanted to charge me for it, so I got Bird instead. All right, so last day of the expo, I'm here with even Steve. Hey. All right, guys, I did it. I got Jack for me. So we're going to do some questions and just quick, easy answers. If you want to expand, you're certainly welcome to. I'm going to start with some music questions. What's your favorite slow song? Let's say to play at a party. It doesn't have to be a personal one.
I think it's Steven Sanchez, Until I Found You.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, that's
old feel, newer song.
Yeah,
old
exactly.
Feel.
Beautiful by James Blunt.
It's usually Can't Help Falling in Love by Haley. What's her?
Not the Elvis one.
Not the Elvis.
Okay, cool. Reinhardt? Yeah, Reinhardt, I think.
Reinhardt, yeah.
See, I'm in Texas, so Check Yes or No, George Strait is always a good one.
Okay. That's one that
But you've not heard that one
That's
yet.
one that I've never played here in Jersey.
I would say She's Always a Woman, Billy Joel. Just off the top of my head.
I like it. First fast song right after that to get people going on the dance floor.
That's usually Justice Department. It's usually September. Just
September?
Nice and easy.
I feel like the easy answer is September, but I like the follow-up, Boogie Oogie, Taste of Honey.
I feel like Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody, even I'm so sick of that song, but it works.
It works.
Sometimes it's Dancing Queen. Sometimes it's This Is How We Do It. I know it's kind of a faux pas now. But you know what works really well for me? I find it just depends on the group. Yeah, by Usher.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's always going to work.
It's a classic. Gotta go with the classics
Absolutely.
first. Dude, I'm a Ty Cruz Dynamite kind of guy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
They're going to throw their hands up in the air.
Absolutely.
All right. A lot of the people are wedding DJs that I've been talking to, so this will be good to get your answers as a club guy. See if any of them are similar or different anyway. So
let's do it. Bring me up to the next level. Like we're changing gears just like one time. We're not
get on the dance floor. Get on the dance floor.
Let me think. Problem. 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐫 has been going off for me. It's been a good like when I'm kind of like just thumping along in my like kind of levitating zone.
All right.
I want to like I don't know. It's been getting a crazy reaction lately, so that one's been in there for me.
What is your favorite mashup of all time, or edit, or?
Okay, and I'll probably play it at almost every wedding. It's got to be Even Steve's "Heaven" to Justin Bieber "Baby" edit. It's a classic. It works.
It really is. Oh, this is good coming from you. Okay, not that you would pick yourself anyway, but what is your favorite mashup of all time?
That is Crab Rave California Girls. It is the Tonic mashup.
Okay.
Who is an editor that I don't know anything else from, but I play this mashup all the time.
One of them is Vanilla Ice and Uptown Funk, and I only like these because they work really well at weddings. I like the reaction they get. And the other one is, I think it's 24 Karat Magic with Staying Alive.
Yeah.
I like both of those just because people think I'm mashing them up on the spot and like it looks good for me. Their heads swing around like, oh. So yeah, thank you for your mashups.
And it works.
I think Girlfriend in Africa comes to mind. Was that Scissorhands?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
Brooklyn Clan days.
Yeah, we're going back.
Okay. Well, it would probably be 𝐾𝐿, the Steve Aoki remix of Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
But that changed the whole thing.
Absolutely. I don't even know what it was before that.
It was very, very boring, is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. What is lately your most common do not play song or artist?
Uptown Funk.
Uptown Funk. There we go. Done.
I mean, Bruno Mars is now. Ed Sheeran's starting to be a do not play a lot. Too.
The slow one, like the slow.
Just any Ed
anything.
Sheeran.
Unfortunately, it's Bruno Mars, but in a couple years, it's not going to be, because the college kids, the younger heads, they love him like we love Michael Jackson, like we love Prince, like that is their guy. Like Bruno Mars is going to make a major comeback. Mark this video. We're going to make a major comeback at weddings in, I'd say, 4 or 5 years. But right now, unfortunately, he shows up on a lot of do not plays, and I don't get it because he makes great music.
It's all cycles. I remember when I was doing bar mitzvahs and kids parties, Timber, I had to play it every single party.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I went to weddings and I'm like, I'm never going to have to play Timber again. And now,
it's a wedding banger.
Timber at every
It's a
wedding.
wedding banger.
It always comes back around.
Strangely, I get a lot of Taylor Swift
Oh, okay.
and a lot of Justin Bieber, which is kind of crazy.
Interesting.
Celebration.
Celebration. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a given.
But
they still have to say it. They still have to say it.
Exactly. You know, if you're doing bar mitzvahs, sorry, Kanye.
Kanye's out.
Not really. I mean, I get the occasional reminder not to play Kanye.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when we get like a private party or something, or like I do events for like a Jewish group, it like tells me that like every time.
So Kanye, Diddy still off limits in a lot of places.
Nobody has to say it though.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
We know. How many songs do you think you play at an average wedding that came out this year, 2025? Just ballpark.
5, 6,
Yeah.
maybe.
I think I might even play less than that.
A handful.
Not even a handful.
APT gets played at weddings a little bit. Yeah, I haven't really played Nokia at weddings that much.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice. That's rare. And not much.
So under 5.
Under 5.
Okay.
Definitely under 5.
Everybody said under 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, maybe 5.
Maybe 5.
Don't ask me a name.
Yeah. Everybody's been saying
Just,
under 5.
You know, TikTok bites basically.
Yeah,
Like
little bit.
if it's gone trending online, and I'll literally just play the bit that's trending and straight back out.
Oh, it's a bad year. It's been a bad year. I probably squeeze in at least a dozen, but like of ones that are working, like and getting a big reaction, probably only a handful.
Do you want to guess how many songs for 2025 most wedding DJs have been saying?
1?
Under 5. Yeah,
Under 5,
definitely
yeah.
under 5. People are really struggling to come up with an answer for this. I'm probably 1 to 3.
Yeah, I try to squeeze it in like early night, you know, and just kind of like show that I'm being modern or quick mix it or something, but it's not getting a big pop.
Jesus. I see what you're doing here. Probably a Chaperone song, in all honesty. Chaperone or ATP, Bruno Mars.
I've got
like that.
somebody said that one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
ATP. Yeah, I mean, everybody's been saying under 5 for weddings.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
They don't want to hear the new stuff, and then they complain to us when we play the old stuff. Make it make sense.
That's why we play Fashion.
Yes.
Okay. Do you try to be flashy or blend in?
No, I have a cosmic vibe going on today, so I try to be on brand for Stephanie Stardust.
A little flashy, but I mean, my coat's off the second we're past introductions.
I used to be like a blend-in guy, but over years I've steered on the more flashy side. I try to find out what the color is of the couple and kind of incorporate that into my look. I want to be like noticeable. I want people to realize, okay, that guy, he's the DJ. That's unmistakably the DJ right there.
I'm a blend-in guy. My partner's a flashy guy. So I'm the all-black guy normally.
I'm more of a blend-in kind of guy. Black suit or grey suit, white shirt, Jordans.
And when you're getting dressed, are you thinking more style or comfort?
Definitely a mashup of those two things.
And do you try to dress for style, comfort, mix of both?
Both. Yeah, absolutely both.
It's usually style that goes into me being comfortable.
Combination. Mostly comfort. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, style usually hurts.
So you're dressing more for comfort than style?
Yeah, I stopped wearing dress shoes, 2-3 years ago. I realised clients don't really care whether you're wearing dress shoes or not, and we're on our feet all day.
I agree.
Yep.
So yeah, you heard it here. Blend in. Don't have any qualities about yourself that stand out. He likes to blend in. What sneakers or shoes do you wear at a wedding?
𝐃𝐿, just something comfortable.
So I bring 3 pairs of shoes because my feet cramp. And once that starts happening, it's all downhill from there. So I just keep swapping out fresh shoes every couple, an hour, 2 hours. Less cramps that way. And that's even with drinking water. I don't know, man.
Love it.
Yeah.
I switch halfway through the party.
You have to. I can't take it.
No sneakers at weddings. Nah, I'm just dress shoes. Typical dress shoes.
Cool.
Only sneakers for load-in. That's it.
I have a black and white panda pair, and I have just all white.
Gotcha.
Just classy enough. I keep the color out of it for weddings.
I wear sneakers. I wear typically my Nike Air Force Ones, basically. I mean, sometimes I have a pair of like Skechers that are white and black that look like Nikes. Those things are comfortable as hell. Sorry, I'm getting old.
But Skechers. But especially the kids' parties, like they want to see their DJ wearing Nikes.
Yeah. We don't wear dress shoes at any of our events because our clientele, they're coming in like custom Nikes for all their stuff. So it doesn't make sense.
All right. Food. Do you eat during cocktail hour? Do you have a dinner when they bring out dinner? Or do you go for that dessert, that piece of cake? What's your eating schedule at a wedding?
I used to. If I feel like I have enough time to pull it off, I'll do it. If not, just eat something later, whatever.
What's your eating schedule at weddings?
Usually I'll maybe get a bite during cocktail hour, I'll have a couple bites during dinner because it's always rushed, and then maybe snack a cookie during dessert.
I eat everything they will feed me when they feed it to me, and I am extremely grateful.
So I always try to eat before because a lot of times we get forgotten. So it's just safer. If they do serve, like especially weddings, or like we got a fillet over there, like I'm absolutely going to eat it, even if I already ate, because you can't pass it up. But yeah, typically speaking, I like to bring my own. I have some bars in my bag just in case nobody feeds me and I need some emergency food. I got some protein bars.
I tend to eat on the way to the event. I'll grab someone in the car on the drive down. I'm in Texas, so usually I've at least got a couple of hours drive to any wedding venue. And then next time I eat is at dinner.
Okay. How about dessert? You gonna eat that cake?
No, I'm not a dessert guy.
So I used to eat afterwards quite a bit, and I put on some weight and I stopped doing that, and it helped me lose the weight. So I do not eat after the club. I make sure I've had all my food going in.
When you were a fatty, what was your favorite post-gig food?
Oh, pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah, grabbing a slice after the gig.
Wawa used to be, but I've started a intermittent fasting over the last 2 weeks. I'm doing 16 hours of not eating, 8 hours of eating. So after the gig, I can't eat anymore.
After the party, do you guys go out for food afterwards? Do you have like any post-gig traditions or drinks, whatever, anything? See, he was shaking his head no until I said drinks.
Well, no, I mean, we might go to the after party depending on where it is and grab a drink with the couple and whatever, but try and eat healthier when after events now, so try not to eat any junk food or anything.
No, honestly, it's a few bites when I'm working of whatever they give me, and I don't eat the full meal or anything, but like I'll eat a couple bites and then I'm off to DJ again, and I really run on adrenaline, and at the end of the night, I'm still not hungry, I think, because like you're all amped up.
It depends. Like sometimes I'll go through Whataburger drive-through, and then most nights I get home. It takes me a couple hours to wind down because I'm caffeinated and excited, and then usually a couple glasses of whiskey before bed. Gets me right to sleep.
I go home. I try not to eat now. I mean, I know we're all victims of that, but I try not to eat, but I can't just go to bed. I have to like turn the TV on and just wind down for a little bit. And that's it.
Not everybody has an answer to this, but what is the weirdest form of payment you've ever had for a party, a gig, anything? Have you ever bartered or gotten anything for free?
I've gotten paid by a cold tray of pasta from from a venue that no longer exists.
I mean, I've got, weird for me as a photographer, I've gotten speakers and things, I mean, stuff that I'm not really going to use, but it's still cool to get, so.
I used to get a year membership at a gym for doing their Christmas party, and I would just do that every year and keep it was a nice gym too.
I mean, I have bartered. I got flowers for my wedding from a vendor who needed one for, we did his kid's bar mitzvah, and I said, okay, that's fine. I'll give you a super discount, but I need you to do the flowers at my wedding.
Can I show you?
You DJ for tats, don't you? There you go.
I got a mermaid for a wedding. I'm not gonna flash too much more, but yeah, and she also did a sleeve on my son's arm.
That's
So,
legit.
yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No,
No.
they actually haven't. Like,
Really?
and it might be because no one's offered me anything worth, like nothing that's been that exciting for me.
Right.
I'm never against it, but I want cash.
We all want cash.
Cool things don't pay my bills.
Last question. Do you know who is the most reoccurring guest on the Drew and Fuse show?
Ah, that's a toss-up. It's a tie, right?
It actually was a tie until this airs, and this is the only reason why I'm doing these interviews, so I could get on one more time and reclaim my title.
You motherfucker.
Guys, that's it. I'm done doing this, okay? Next year, you're coming, you're doing it yourself. I quit. Demand, out.